Two tornadoes recorded in Tulsa County early Sunday morning, and now we're taking up the Fox 23 Skyview drone so you can see the worst of the damage in Midtown. I'm Clay Loney.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. Here is the very latest tonight. PSO says all power will be restored by 11 p.m. 41st Street remains closed between Sheridan and Yale until further notice. Now, we do have live severe weather team coverage for you tonight, beginning with Chief Meteorologist James Adelot. He's out there reporting live from 41st Street, where that EF2 destroyed several buildings. James.
Yeah, Clay, we're standing at a point about a mile east of where the tornado initially touched down, but this is the spot that it did the damage that National Weather Service Storm Survey folks were able to rate as an EF2. Take a look at some of this damage, too, and how strong this wind was. This brick came all the way across 41st Street and was embedded in the ground right here. And you can see some of the damage from that AT&T store. Let's take a look at the Fox 23 Skyview drone too, because one of the problems that we deal with in a situation like this, a lot of the street signs are down, and this one for I-44, no exception. So getting your bearings for some folks a little bit difficult right now. And as we swing that Fox 23 Skyview network around, you can see the major roof damage on top of that AT&T store, where wind blew in the west side of the building and helped peel away that roof from north to south. Now, this is a pretty well constructed roof. You can see the joists and the studs and the sheathing there. This was not a basic construction. This was a pretty well constructed shopping center. And of course, the Fridays was severely damaged with strong wind blowing in from the west side, taking that whole east wall down, blowing it out, and lots of flying glass in a situation like this, broken and flying glass from that debris. Now, the good news is you can see folks have gotten all the debris, crews have gotten all the debris off 41st Street right now, clearing the parking lots. That is phase one, and I'm standing in front of all new utility poles that AT&T AEP PSO folks have already gotten up. So the power line's back, not energized just yet, but big improvements already have taken place just in the last 24 hours. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll continue to walk through some of this damage and give you some of those bird's eye views from that Fox 23 Skyview drone.
We are hearing from several victims who were inside a Midtown restaurant when Sunday morning's tornado struck. The customers tell Fox 23 it felt like they were being sucked out of the Fridays. Fox 23's Ashley Lincoln continues our live severe weather team coverage with the video one customer captured during the storm.
Well, Shay, the customers that I spoke with told me they were sitting in booths next to these windows when the storm came through. They said all they can remember is just exploding glass, and you can see all the glass shards that are left behind. They tell me they are thankful their injuries aren't worse after seeing all of this damage left behind.
I was sitting at the first table.
Corian Sanchez and Cheryl Fitz.
We shouted out tornado and took off running.
Tell me they were just enjoying dinner at TGI Fridays when this happened.
Oh my goodness.
It was a flash that got dark. It threw everyone inside. It threw everybody with force inside, and it started pulling, and then it started throwing like the walls. People were hitting the walls.
And by the time we cleared one table, the window had just exploded.
Sanchez and Fritz told me they're both a part of a car club that was having dinner until it was interrupted by a storm that came through so quickly they didn't realize it was a tornado.
A matter of seconds.
There's parts of filling a wall that were on top of people.
Fritz, pinned down by debris, says she was covered in pieces of glass.
Glass went everywhere.
She says Sanchez protected her son, who was able to walk out with cuts on his hands.
Basically kind of threw him out of the way, and it kept him from getting pelted with the glass.
Fritz and her son are here at St. John's for their injuries. Sanchez and Fritz say they're thankful to be able to tell their stories.
There's no power like that. There's no describing it. I mean, you just help us.
It makes you realize that you are lucky to be here after you've been through something like this.
And just devastating damage, as you can see on your screen. Now, Fritz told me after the storm came through this restaurant, they all huddled up in the restaurant freezer to take a safe place as the storm was still circling around this restaurant. Now, she tells me she has about 100 stitches throughout her body for all of her wounds. Now, Sanchez was released from the hospital, but for Fritz, she'll have to stay there for a little while before she's released. Reporting live from East Tulsa, covering news That Matters. I'm Ashley Lincoln, Fox 23 News.
We consider their injuries, Ashley. You see that damage. It's amazing they all survived. Incredible stories.
Now, 9 Tulsa businesses near 41st and I-44 are condemned. Fox 23's Rick Marinon picks up our live severe weather team coverage from the South Road Shopping Center, where a number of business owners, Rick, are trying to save what they can.
Clay, this is just one of the businesses where employees showed up trying to get things, but they saw these signs instead that said, by mayor's order, this property had been condemned.
I'm just glad that it didn't hit earlier when people were here.
They were closed for the night, but Monday, business owners on 41st near South Hudson learned they'll be closed for weeks.
A little devastated, a little bit.
Jerry Kaminsky owns Car Tech. I found him looking at the tornado damage to his auto body shop, the second location for his growing business. He doesn't know when or even if he can come back, but he's thankful his original store.
We've only been in this location for 4 years, but it's been home for 4 years now, and it's what they're telling me it's gone. They're going to have to take down the front half of the building. City
leaders toured the damage Monday, walking past stores just like Car Tech and H&R Block.
It just breaks my heart. It's sad to see. A lot of devastation.
Terry Capeter is the district manager for H&R Block Advisors. She tells me her staff came to rescue a server with valuable data stored on it, but she was told access to that, and even just work desks in general, was too dangerous, and most of the items have been destroyed.
Extensions are due in October, and so we just need to get those going.
Despite hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage, it appears that the very early morning storm didn't cost anyone their lives, and everyone is relieved it hit after business hours.
I'm so glad it was in the middle of the night and nobody was here.
And you can see the blowout box set sign here inside the vintage stock store. I can tell you this probably wasn't what they had in mind when they thought the windows were going to be blown out of their store when they put that sign up. We are told it could take months for a full recovery. Reporting live in Midtown, covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marinon, Fox 23 News.
Now across the street, the Whataburger is also in pieces with parts of the roof and walls torn apart. The company sent us a statement today saying Whataburger has a family foundation set up to help our employees, known as Family Members, which provides financial support in emergency situations. We're assessing the damage to the restaurant affected and will work with family members to transfer them to nearby restaurants.
Tulsa police are keeping a close watch on damaged businesses to keep any looters out. Officers have been patrolling 41st Street since the storm hit, but now they say they really need more businesses to start hiring security guards.
We're already short as it is, and this is really cutting into a lot of the overtime that officers are currently having to work.
Yeah, TPD saying they have 40 to 50 officers along that corridor. They will stay out there until it is safe for them to leave.
PetSmart on 41st Street will be closed for at least the next week. You can see the store across the street from the worst of the damage in this video from the Fox 23 Skyview drone. We checked in with the 71st Street location today, and they told us the location in Midtown was going to be closed longer than they expected. Grooming appointments through next Monday are canceled.
Well, a local family was caught in their truck when the storm hit early Sunday morning. What a ride it was. Bobby Treadwell telling us he and his 7,000-pound truck and 3,500-pound trailer, they were picked up and tossed as he drove down Mingo near 46th.
And I was looking up in the window and I seen all this stuff going around in circles. I mean, I'd never seen the inside of a tornado till that night. I don't want to see another one.
He says he and his family are safe and sound. Thank goodness. His family did give us the video here. Crews were picking up that huge trailer Sunday afternoon. Storms also damaged homes in Oologah early Sunday morning. A homeowner here told us that his garage is now gone, wood sticking out of the ground in that area. According to the National Weather Service, an EF1 touched down near Oologah. A nearby barn and home also damaged.
The Fox 23 severe weather team is also tracking damage from a tornado that hit Broken Arrow and left a path of toppled trees, broken fences, and damaged homes. Fox 23's J.J. Burton spoke to a woman who was home when the storm hit.
Gina Foster was home alone as that storm came through. After it passed, she ran to the back window to look outside, and she saw the tree branches and leaves and stuff in the backyard like that. She then ran to the front of her house, looked out this window over here, and then she saw that.
I just started crying. I just started crying. I was so upset.
The storm uprooted this huge tree and dropped it right on Gina's roof. Gina says thankfully it fell on the porch part of the roof and not the house. Take a look at this damage. You can see straight through to the sky. There used to be a ceiling fan up there. Gina told me even though it looks like her house will be fine, seeing this damage is still sad.
So upset. My husband built all this and it's destroyed.
According to city officials, Gina's house is one of very few in Broken Arrow that was damaged by the tornado. My photographer and I drove through several different neighborhoods in town and came across several uprooted trees, piles of tree limbs, and broken fences. We found this huge oak tree in the Carriage Crossing neighborhood. Jewel Knowful and her husband planted it 28 years ago. Jewel says it survived the 2007 ice storm and several other storms.
Well, we're going to miss it. Yeah, miss it a lot.
And I'm standing right here because I want to show you how big the base of the tree is. This is right here. I'm about 5'11". You can see how much taller it is than me. But you go down there, you can see how long this tree is.
And we feel blessed.
The good news is everyone I talk to tell me they have insurance and they've already taken the steps they need to get stuff like this cleaned up and to fix what they can. Reporting in Broken Arrow, covering news that matters, JJ Burton, Fox 23 News.
During our extended coverage Sunday morning, we brought you live coverage from Bishop Kelly High School, showing you just how close the tornado was to that school. Today, Bishop Kelly gave us this surveillance video from campus as the storm was pushing through. Watch. So heavy rain rolls in, and then it's just dark. You can really see only power flashes and lightning through all that darkness.
We're very fortunate in comparison, especially to all the damage that our neighbors undertook.
And freshman orientation was supposed to take place today. That will now start tomorrow morning at 8:30.
And Tulsa police are asking people who were parked along 41st Street to come claim their cars. We've shown you several cars trapped under debris at several businesses in Midtown. Now that debris is being cleaned up. Police say they need people to come get their cars or they'll be towed.